distortions of the truth. For eons, I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned my own children against me and waged a terrible war of needless slaughter. The judges and their crazed followers butchered those who remained loyal to me. I created the Rogar as a means to connect to the madness. They too were too much for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts. Corpse-choked by the crusade, the judges banished me to this very realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, mankind set about ruling themselves, the high oppression of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods, figures of worship, their real ambition all too clear. With an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing triumph. How much blood has been spilled in their names since my banishment? Far more than was ever spilled in my name. And now, after all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believed they were capable of guiding themselves, but have been proven sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me, now more than ever. And of other beings who claim godhood, where are they? What of Aureus and the order of their creature? They are cowards, hiding in foresight and obfuscated shadow, leaving you unworthy of their presence. And yet, here I stand before you with true words and open arms. For I love each of my children, even wayward ones. Listen to me. You must stop this before you allow yourself to condemn all of mankind for eternity. I am not your enemy, possibly what my own enemies fear. The loss of the dominion they have established for themselves in my absence. Cease your misguided violence. Now. The insistent hubris of humanity. I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding with mercy and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned their own children against me and waged a terrible war of needless slaughter. The judges and their crazed followers butchered those who were loyal to me. And when I created the rule to put an end to the madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. The judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts. The judges banished me this battle, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, man set about sadness, free from the divine oppression of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods, figures of worship. Their real ambition all too clear. Yet an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing a triumph. How much blood has been spilled in their names since my banishment? Far more than was ever spilled in my name. After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny, see what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believe they are capable of guiding themselves, but have been sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me now more than ever. Other beings who claim godhood, where are they? The judging audience and the abhorrent, umbral creature. They are cowards, hiding in false light and obfuscated shadow. Unworthy of their presence, and yet here I stand before you with true arms and open arms. For I love all of my children, even wayward ones. Listen to me. You must stop this before you allow yourself to condemn all of mankind for eternity. I am not your enemy, only my own enemy's fear. The loss of the dominion they have established for themselves in my absence. Cease your misguided violence. Now! You are in the presence of a god-human. Your god. I fought you for nothing and can just as easily destroy you. Yet you would dare defy my will.
lamp, only then. The lamp must be only then.